you can play in any chapter that you want. So you get to meet people from anywhere.
What's up, Jody? How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing very well, Matt. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. Just hanging out in the office today, running things while you're running around the country playing golf, having a good time. So, why don't you
Yeah, I'm not
tell?
hearing anything, buddy. I'm sorry. I've got
Well, I'll
more
keep
connection
talking.
issues here in the
I'll
hotel.
keep. I'll keep talking crap about you. So, I guess I get to talk to Fegley tonight. Fegley, what's up, buddy?
How you
Where's
doing?
that Fegley? There's Fegley. So, smile and look pretty, Jody. So, if you can see us, wave. Let us know you're okay. Blink twice if you're in danger. So, we love you. I can't wait till you watch the recap of this and start cussing at me. So, where are you at today, Fegley?
I am in lovely Larkspur, California.
Nice.
So, hanging out in the California abode. So, living the dream, man. Got to play golf. I don't know, quite a few days this week. So, it's been good.
Very nice. I have not got to play golf this week, so I hate you. Likewise, I hate Jody. Jody's at Sweden's Cove, and Sweden's Cove yesterday, Black Creek today. Two places that do not suck at all from a golf course perspective. So, little Raider Cup action down in Chattanooga. So a little bit jealous. Two really, really good spots. He's nodding. Can you hear us, Jody?
Yes, I'm picking up bits and pieces. Unfortunately, the Wi-Fi here in the downtown Chattanooga Hilton are not very good.
Gotcha. Well, you are running for state representative in Tennessee, and one of your first issues can be to fix the Wi-Fi in Chattanooga. So you're going to get blamed for that here soon.
I'll work on the rural broadband in Dixon, Hickman, and Lewis counties. How about that?
There you go. Look at that. Working into campaign promises. I love it. We got a good show tonight. I've been busy today while you've been playing golf. So, tomorrow we will have everything finalized for the Senior North American Championship. Was on the phone with Little Barefoot Resort today and the other courses that are included in the Senior National Rotation. So we're really excited about that. That's going to be good. Myrtle Beach is sold out, Fegley. Are you going to Myrtle Beach? Are you
got our own little event in the West Coast. We'll be at PGA West on the same days that you guys are enjoying the wonderful beach out east. So players are looking for a place to play. I know airfare is a bit expensive, but we're welcome to have them out west.
Yeah, PGA West is a good place. May my lob wedge rest in peace. I was trying to chase Minkoff down last year and hit a shot out of the rocks, and my lob wedge is now about 84 degrees instead of 60. So I should have just left it at PGA West.
Gotta have the Desert Club.
Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff to talk about. A lot of events going on this weekend. We'll pay out over $30,000 in these gift cards just this weekend alone and prizes. Some great events to highlight. I know one of your favorites. I'll let you talk about for a minute. A little Monday event at NCR.
Oh.
Was that meant for me, Matt? Because I didn't hear the question.
Jody.
Sorry.
NCR, go. You'll be there.
Yes, so looking forward to that. I've got a pit stop on the way up there, though. Going to be playing on Saturday with the Tennessee East guys at Wood Lake in Tazewell, Tennessee. That's up there in my old stomping grounds around Lincoln Memorial University. That's their home course where they practice and play now. So looking forward to getting up there, maybe running around campus for a little bit as well. And then I will be heading up to Dayton for NCR. 36 holes in one day, playing both courses on property, lunch in between. This will be the third, I think, year in a row that Casey's done this event with 36 holes. So looking forward to that. And the weather forecast has been improving for us steadily as the week's gone on. So it wasn't looking too good there for a little bit, but I think we may get away with it on Monday up around Cincinnati.
Nice. It's going to be fun. I'm staying home. Little Central Illinois season opener at my home country club Decatur, and which will be good. Looking forward to that. We've got a good field there, 44 players there. And then Monday, going to Winghaven. A little shout out to my guy, Nathan Carnes, running for secretary of the PGA, the general manager of Winghaven, secured a big nomination today from one of the chapters. Cannot announce yet, but it's going to be exciting. I know he's excited, and we're excited to be at the club on Monday. So, as Jody just stares at me. But what are you doing this weekend, Fegley?
So I'll be down in lovely Southern California playing an event down there with our SoCal guys. Going to be at Soul Park in Ojai, which is a lovely little venue. Really excited to play this place. I drove by it after one of our events down in LA last year and talked to Phil about making sure that we got that one on the schedule, and we did. And it's going to be should be a good solid event. We're going to have we're up to almost pushing 30, I think, is what we're going to have. So, it's going to be a good time. Prize pool with us out here in California is always going to be pretty nice. So it should be a good time. I believe Hendra is coming over from Vegas. I got a couple of my players from North Cal coming down, so it's going to be a good time.
Nice. It'll be fun. Ojai is a good little place. I know for one of the first times we hung out, we took that little trip down there during the middle of COVID, and we hit up Pasatiempo, and you waxed us pretty good. And then Jody and I got you back at what was that place we played in Ojai?
Oh, I think it was Ojai Valley Inn was the name.
Yeah, Ojai Valley Inn. That was a good little place. That was fun.
Yep.
That Kikuya around there. If you're from the East Coast, like you think Bermuda rough's bad, go play in some Kikuya rough. It's not fun at all. No. Zero fun. All these West Coast guys are just wait till you guys bring a North American Championship out here, guys. I won't struggle to have to hit, open face wedge shots off of Bermuda. You guys get to Kikuya, and it's a different world. So it'll be fun though, and a lot of great memories on that trip. Probably won't share all of those stories, but it was good getting to hang out with you, Fegs.
Absolutely.
So national majors coming up. We're going to talk about a few of these. Obviously, Myrtle Beach Memorial Day weekend is now officially sold out. Waitlist started, so get on the wait list. If somebody cancels, we might be able to get you in. But some great majors. Omni's coming up next weekend. 83 players now, Chris. I got room for one more. If anybody wants to come to Omni Bedford Springs, we can get you in. Just one more spot available. But man, the one I'm excited about, Jody and Fegley, I know you guys have both been there. I have not yet. Is the number 6 golf resort in the world at Streamsong. So we need to talk about Streamsong for a minute. Great opportunities. Got a few spots left, and definitely want to get in on that. Eggs, I'm going to you.
All right, that's it. That's cool. Now, Streamsong is a really good venue, and like everyone says, everyone has their opinion of Florida golf, and Streamsong, the number one thing that you hear over and over again is it's not Florida golf. It's in the phosphorus mines. It's firm and fast conditions. It's an absolute blast and an absolute ball. I'm in negotiations with the wife to see if I can make that one happen. But anybody that wants to experience some good quality golf, that is an absolute one not to miss. So, it's you guys. Are we on the red and blue, or is it blue and black?
Red and black, I believe.
Red and black. Okay. All right. Yeah, both of those are really good tracks, and the red is great, and so is the black. I mean, they're just fantastic. So
yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Also presented by Turtleson. So $485 for the entry fee, which you can't play that golf course for that in most of the year. You know what I mean? Just one time, let alone twice. 4 caddies included in every group, and Turtleson sponsoring it, so there is a tee gift from Turtleson that's included in that as well. So definitely something you don't want to miss out on. Opposite of that, we've got a few spots left for the APT Pub Links in Annbriar, which is one of the perennial favorites in St. Louis for the APT Public Links, June 11th and 12th there. Got about 40 spots left as well. So definitely make some plans. June 11th and 12th will be a good major weekend for the APT, and we are certainly looking forward to it. So, anyways, we got some more stuff coming up. We're going to talk to you a little bit more, Mr. Fegley. Talk about Northern California. But before that, we have a message from our friends at Turtleson. You know what I just noticed, Matt? So let's bring Matt on camera, Chris. I was watching this Turtleson commercial, and I just realized the president of Turtleson is just sitting in the bar in that video having a drink. Like, how baller does your brand have to be for the president and company to just be chilling in the bar while you're shooting a commercial? I have mad respect for Turtleson now. Besides making the best clothes on the planet, that cracks me up.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. I mean, if you're the president, why not do the little Easter egg and leave yourself in the commercial and see how many of your friends and coworkers and all the fine folks that work for you find you, you know?
No, 100%. I hope he's not watching because he'll call me and be like, really, Matt, you got to call me out? Like he's the most humble guy in the world. Best guy, works hard. He's fantastic. A lot of you actually got to meet him. You probably didn't know he was the president of the company. He was actually working the Turtleson booth at our North American Championship, handing out gear to all of our people. So that was really cool. But yeah, Andy Plate, president of the company, great guy. They do a great job with Turtleson. I know we just had a Turtleson store close a couple weeks ago. We'll have another one open in May. And I will tell you, the summer line looks fantastic. So excited to see that. I don't know if you've got a chance to take a peek at that yet, Fegley, but we're going to be opening up our pocketbooks. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah, I know our opportunities are coming up, so it's gonna be good. Gonna be good to get some swag.
I passed up the last window. I will not be passing up this window. I've already got about 4 or 5 things circled, so I'm ready to go.
Nice. Yeah, it's going to be bad. I'm kind of in the same boat as you are. I've kind of been watching. I'm like, oh, there's a lot of good stuff coming, and the summer line's really good. The fall line's probably even better than the summer line, and it's going to be a good year for Turtleson. I'll call it now. Since you're on your phone, Jody, you can't see. Joe Arnold is wanting some action next Friday. So, Joe, if you want to get Vic and you want me and Jody, we'll do it.
Well, I'll tell you what I can do. I'll pull up our feed here on my computer so I can talk a little trash to Joe.
Nice. It's funny. Chris
I apologize in advance for violating any of your rules as my campaign manager.
There we go. I love it. So, key is you just don't let anybody know about that. So it's all fine. Sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission with certain things. Chris just put in the chat. He goes, Matt, don't act like you missed a Turtleson window. Are you trying to say like I don't act like I ever missed a meal? Like, come on now, man. Like, what are you trying to say? So, anyways, Matt Fegley, what's going on in California, dude?
So California, things are good, man. We're continuing to push and have wonderful new members join us and get out and play some golf. We've got an event, obviously, like we kind of touched on a little bit. We've got an event down in SoCal this weekend, and then we've got two other good events down in SoCal. We've got Aviara in May 15th, Sunday, and then we've got our PGA West event. And then things are going to start getting hot and heavy through June, July, and August. We've got some events here in Northern California. We're playing Spanos Park, Stockton, which they're going to host. If you're, watching the college scene, they've got the West Coast regional for the NCAAs coming up here. So we're going to be on that venue. And then we've got our wonderful summertime fun in Reno with Old Greenwood, where they're hosting the PGA. We're going to be out there the end of the month, 2 weeks after the pros are there. So we've got a lot of fun stuff coming up. And, like I was talking about earlier, we were having some fun out playing this week with some players at their clubs. And I've hosted a couple at mine. So it's been a lot of good fun in golf, but APT related and APT networking, man. That's what it's about. Getting to know guys and gals and getting out and having fun and playing golf, So
yeah, definitely. I've got to be honest. I've never been to Old Greenwood, but I've never been more excited to play a golf course driving by on the highway than Old Greenwood. I mean, that place looks spectacular from afar, and I'm a little jealous. When is it? I'm hoping I can make it out there, but it's doubtful for me.
It is July 30th and July 31st. So it is
That
the
actually
last
may
days
be,
of July.
it may be doable. My birthday's the 29th, so might get a hall pass from Allie. See if I can leave.
There you go. Love to have you.
Probably not likely, considering I'm home no weekends between now and October. So,
Exactly.
Except maybe that one. So, Chris just said Hallie will kill me. Thank you, Chris. So, I'm surprised she's not peeking in the door going, I'm going to kill you.
She
Stay
says
at
that
home. One weekend.
He says that every weekend.
So Ryan Hohenschelt wants to say, let's get a shout out for Paul selling out the first 3 events this year in Iowa Tri-State. I want to go a step farther than that. Let's just get a shout out for Paul for what he's doing in freaking Iowa, man. Like one of the best schedules on tour, one of the biggest growths year over year. Came in, had no idea at the start what he was getting himself into. Works harder than anybody, Ryan. You have a great chapter owner in Iowa. And if you've not been to Iowa yet, to go play a golf tournament, you should go. They're all really good.
Yeah, we had some guys. One of the guys that played in one of our events is excited. He's coming out to Deer Run, which is going to be a good one out there.
Deer Run's going to be good, and the Fire Lake, that Friday event before, is going to be really. That's one of the most underrated golf courses on our schedule for sure.
Paul is a testament to what happens when you dig in and just keep playing along, getting better week after week, fixing whatever mistakes that you make and learning from them. The guys, he struggled a little bit last year, learned some tough lessons, but he's done a good job of taking care of his members. They love him. Like you said, the schedule is amazing. It's hard to look over that, and he just keeps putting that schedule out there in their face, and then doing a great job of taking care of them whenever they do come and show up. So I'm not surprised that he's having great success. Personally, I can't wait to get up there again this summer and play some more events with him.
Yeah, Blue Top Ridge, June 5th and 6th. Great event there. Blue Top Casino, number 2 rated golf course in Iowa. It'll be in the top 5 courses you play this season on the APT, no matter where you go. If you go play it, certainly recommend it. It's going to be really fun. I'm looking at my notes of what I'm supposed to ask you. I'm scared to ask you this next question, Fegley, because I'm not sure what you're going to answer. Why did you become a chapter owner? This is going to be good. Like, just have the mute button ready.
So,
I want to tell the real story or the politically correct story.
You know me. It's always going to be. We're always going to toe the company line, right? In the public. No, guys, it was a great opportunity, right? Like we all talk about, wanting to play golf and wanting to have fun, and everybody sees things that they like and they don't like, and everyone sees challenges that they have. So it was just the opportunity, every time you look around and I'm the guy that'll try to critique and try to learn. And at the end of the day, it's finally like, hey, why don't you go try it? So with some encouragement from one of my good friends and one of our wonderful chapter owners, Mr. Dickinson in Kentucky, he pushed me along as well as Phil down at SoCal, wanting to make sure that we had California covered. So I jumped in and took it. You guys, the vision that we had been talking about, the many conversations that I've had with you during that time, as both you and Jody, as well as other folks that have been involved. That's what pushed me over to it. It's like we can be part of a good network, we can be part of a good team, and it can be the guys and gals that really have a good vision for what we want to do. So it's why we did it. And those of you that know me, I needed something to do too. So keeping out of trouble is a good thing as well.
So what's your favorite, being a chapter owner or being a cat dad? And I'm scared.
Oh man, I don't know, dude. Taking care of elderly pets is one of the most difficult things that you ever do. So I'm definitely going to say the chapter owner is a much easier job to do than taking care of any old animal, whether it be a dog, a cat, a hamster, a parrot, I don't know, whatever. The vet visits and dealing with that is, having complaints over handicaps and, rules things are a whole heck of a lot easier than dealing with your wonderful animal friend situations.
Definitely. No, well, we appreciate your friendship. We appreciate you being on board. Appreciate you joining us tonight, filling in for Jody as he's over there cackling in his hotel room and not able to hear anything. And we've seemed like we've had that a lot recently with one of us traveling pretty much every week. But I got to be honest. Our next guest is one of your players,
Yep.
and probably the only player that travels more on the APT than Jody and I do combined. I mean, every weekend he's somewhere playing on an APT event, and it's been really fun getting to know him. It's like I see him, and I feel like I see him every week, which is awesome, and has become a good friend. But before we bring him on, talk a little bit of shop with our players, we got to hear a message from our friends at Blue Peas.
What up, guys? My name's George Gankis. I'm a PGA Tour coach out of Westlake, California. I teach all sorts of players. I got PGA Tour players such as Matthew Wolff, Sung Kang, many others. There's nothing more I trust than blue tees when I'm trying to hit that yardage. It all starts with knowing your distance.
Telling you, Fegs, I love my blue tees.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's an interesting segue. The fine folks at Blue Tees are going to be our sponsor at our event at Poppy Hills coming up in July. So we did some custom head covers for the SoCal Masters, and Christian happened to win that event in D1 and loved them so much that he was like, guys, let's do this up north. And so we're looking forward to that. The design is done. I think we should have some fun stuff coming out where, Mr. Kakamis loves his Instagram. So it's going to be a good time where he's going to put in the stitching and the etching and all that activity that goes on with our partners that we have that do them. So that's going to be a real good time.
Very nice. Well, just so you know, APT members, if you want a blue tees and you want it at a very special discounted, I saw an ad, it was $259, which is a great price. If you want it even better than that, like 20% better than that, just shoot support@aptgolf.org an email and we'll hook you up. So we'll ship next day. We've got them in stock. Just sold a pink one tonight to Alan Strasbaugh, of all people, in a pink rangefinder.
How is Alan getting away with carrying around a pink rangefinder? That's what I want to know.
Hey, you just got to own it, man. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I'll say this about my blue tees. I was leaning on it heavily today as I was making birdies and posting my 75 at Black Creek.
Yes, and Joe, I can bring one to Omni. But make sure you bring more cash than that because we're going to take some of your cash on Friday.
Bring it, sir.
So it's all good. So nothing like Little Vegas. So anyways, that enough being said, Matt, you're a member. You get to do the introduction.
Oh, sweet. Well, so first and foremost, I think everybody will be impressed that, he arguably has the best backdrop out of all of us today. I mean, there's no doubt. He did quality on his setup when we saw it earlier. But this guy, he's been with me since day one. We met at our first event. He's been a great supporter of the APT, great supporter of me, great supporter of everybody up here in Northern California, great ambassador. Lives life, man. This guy is everywhere. If you follow him or are friends with him on Facebook, he's done some great things with his personal life. Just love how he supports his family. There's a great video and a great story where he purchased a car for his dad on his birthday. He wanted and I don't know the exact specifics, but I just remember that his dad always had a dream car, and Felix took care of it, purchased him the vehicle, and I believe they're in the midst of restoring it. So that's just kind of a cool family story about him. Lovely wife and kids, loves Disney and loves the APT. So with that, I don't know what else to say other than it's Felix, and you'll see him out and about. And there he is.
Thanks, Matt.
Hey,
How's it going, APT family?
Our man. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great. I am doing very great.
So I've got to ask the first question. How many hours ago were you at Disney World with your family?
What's funny is I've been checking the past couple hours for another reservation to pop up to sneak down there this weekend when I go to SoCal. because there's some hot items that the kids want that I need to try to get in there and scoop up for them and try to surprise them with. But every time we make a drive that way, we always look for a way to pop in there. And if we're going to the East Coast, like we've done before, we're going to slip in Disney World somehow. And it's like Matt said, man, you gotta live life. You live it once, run with it.
That's awesome, man. Matt, I know you've got some questions lined up for Felix. Before you dig into that too much, Felix, tell everybody kind of what you do for a living, and because we're not professional golfers, so we all have a life outside of this. So what do you do? And then how'd you get into golf?
I actually golfed when I was a lot younger, when I was very small. Maybe I want to say 10 years old or so for a few years. My dad took me out with his brother and my cousins. We went out just for like a weekend game. Fell out of it when I got really heavy into sports growing up through baseball, basketball, soccer, pretty much played every sport each season. Through high school, made a lot of friends at golf. So out of high school, started playing golf, not for college or high school, just competitively between us, because I am very competitive, of course. After high school, started a business, started a pest control business. We're going on 7 years now. Finally got my opportunity to step out of the field and push to do something that I want to do, that I've worked really hard to get out and push. My body and my previous injuries doesn't allow me to do sports like I used to, into basketball and baseball, obviously. So I pushed myself into golf now, which I enjoy a lot. And now that I've pushed myself harder and harder and harder every week, I've noticed improvements in myself, and it's just more motivating to push harder every day, every week, and seeing results, meet a lot of people that can become your support system, and they also help you push to do better for yourself. So it's very motivating to play as much as I can, anywhere I can, to make this web of friendship a lot bigger and stronger.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So this season alone, I mean, I don't know if you've got this broken down, but how many airline miles have you accumulated so far?
I have quite a bit of miles and points and upgrades, and so I pushed hard in the beginning of the season, and now all the freebies are starting to roll in, which helps a little bit in that end. So it has its ups and downs, but there's a lot of miles accumulated.
So what was your favorite event that you've played so far? And that could be this season or last season.
One that stood out the most was PGA West. I always talk about PGA West. PGA West was a nice event. It brought a lot of people from all over the place. It was very challenging, competitive, a lot of competitiveness over there. A lot of people met after the round, hung out. Same thing as well as Old Greenwood, Tahoe, of course. That was a big one. We had the casinos. People were there doing little side mini games of putting marshmallows into a net. It was just we all came together for that whole entire weekend. It was pretty neat. Yes, Randy mentioned Pinehurst. That's definitely the top. Been there a couple of times. No matter how much you've been there, it's always going to stay right up on top. That's like the bucket list. You shoot everywhere the whole year to get to Pinehurst. That's like the World Series of any sport. It's like the Super Bowl. It's just, you got to get to Pinehurst.
All right. So what do you got? What's circled? What's your number one the rest of the season? What are you looking forward to that you're not going to miss no matter what? What's the event that you cannot miss?
I'm really looking forward to TPC Deer Run and Paynes Valley and Chambers Bay. Those are up there. And then looking to see what Nashville brings. I mean, Pinehurst was on top of the list, and if Nashville's going to top that, then I'm very interested and excited to see what that's going to bring.
Awesome. Yeah, we're going to have a great time. Nashville's going to be a ton of fun. You mentioned two there that are absolutely great tracks too. TPC Deer Run last year when we played that sucker, they had the rough grown up. It was brutal.
I've heard.
So,
yeah.
hoping we get a little bit of a reprieve, and maybe they'll cut that down a little bit for us this time.
Yeah, I mean, they look at our scores and help us out just a little bit. Anything helps.
So I've got one more question that I'm going to toss it to Matt and let him finish out the interview with you. So, have you ever walked on a golf course where you're not smiling? Because I haven't seen you yet anywhere at any APT event where you don't have a huge smile on your face.
No, I'm always smiling. I mean, you could catch me and say it's a bad mood, and I'm still going to try to find a way to make it positive. It's fun. I mean, you're out on the golf course, a ton of friends, a ton of people. I go all over the place, playing, over in Nevada and Phoenix, and I know someone from almost every chapter I've been to and came close to them. So it's just it's fun. You have to take it life as day to day and just enjoy every day you have. If it's on a golf course, even better.
That's perfect. Perfectly said. What do you got for him, Matt?
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. I mean, he's one of 4 or 5 people that followed us from our crazy TPC Vegas to Florida experience. Had a great time. Got to meet your family. You already asked what's the course. Man, we got to come up with some good questions here. I'm kind of struggling on the day. I would ask your favorite Fegley story, but that's a scary thought on a live broadcast. What's your favorite course in the Northern California schedule? How about that? I haven't asked you that.
NorCal, I would say Greenwood. Old Greenwood and Tahoe. Like you said, it's a different monster from the road until you actually get on the course. That first hole's an eye-opener, and once you start getting tucked in the back and start seeing the course for what it is, it's challenging, it's fun. And the fact that we played Stableford gives everyone a pretty good opportunity on staying really tight and taking it to the last hole.
Right.
Randy says Poppy. Haven't been to Poppy yet to play with APT, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be awesome. But Greenwood we played so far was top of the list over here.
Yeah, that's fair. I love that whole Tahoe area. It is really good, and so it's really fun. The north side of the lake is just where Greenwood is. It's so nice up there, and it's not touristy like the south part is, and hoping I can get out there. We'll see. I'm gonna have to ask for permission for that one, and Chris has advised me that that's a bad decision.
I don't know. It might work. I mean, you got day spas and casinos, and you got the lake, and there's sun tanning. It's good weather, so there's a little for both of you guys.
That's true. So next time you talk to her, you let her know that. I'll let you try to sell that. So she's like, "Are you ever going to be home?" And I'm like, "Sure."
We'll leave the marshmallow chipping video out of it.
Said home is where we are. It's not Illinois because I'm not there. So no, it's fun, but yeah, man, it's been fun getting to know you. I know you've been all over the place. It's kind of fun. I feel like every time I go out west to an event, whether it's Phoenix or Vegas or SoCal or NorCal, you're always there, which is awesome. So it's always good to hang out with you. I know we've been able to cross paths a bunch, and looking forward to seeing you actually at Bedford. You're coming to Bedford, aren't you?
I am. Yep.
Dude, Bedford's going to be good. That's going to be one of the best underrated ones. And
hey, Matt.
Yes.
I've got another question for Felix. So Fegley's already mentioned the setup here. So we've got a competition going on among chapters for best trophies in the APT. And I think you got a couple there over your shoulder, buddy, that could be in the conversation and certainly up for consideration. You want to grab one of those and show the camera quick?
We looking at
favorite trophy.
One of your kegs, man.
We got the barrel. We got the wave.
Let's see. The first time I went to Silverado, I wasn't able to pull off a win because, of course, that tough is really hard. And so I saw somebody walk away with the barrel, and I was a little down about it. But
pick it up a little bit.
Had to come back and secure this one. This is an actual treated barrel. It's usable. So it's got APT. It's got the little topper on it. It does have the whole. I mean, it's legit. It's a legit trophy. I mean, this is what NorCal brings you. So there's this one, which I'm really proud of. And then
I do have to give some props to Fegley there.
Yeah,
Fegley pulled through.
Legit.
This was the Santa Barbara Glen Annie and Sandpiper trophy, full glass trophy right here. So this one's displayed pretty proudly. It's a big wave. Took on a course along the ocean. So yeah, we got some good stuff over here. So I'm trying to
Still
get
voting
people
for the
to come over
barrel.
here.
That's the Fegley versus Kakame's trophy face-off right there.
It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep. Always
So-
got to give a shout out to Phil for his blue wave. That was a good find.
The wave is legit. We got the Rock in Utah. We got some other. We got a record over in Muscle
Yeah.
Shoals. We got all
This
sorts
is
of
from
stuff.
Phoenix, or that one's from Canyon Springs. Let's see, I grab a ball from everywhere I go, and then got the cube from that was from the Vegas chapter.
We're gonna have to have a vote, members vote at the Nationals in Nashville for best trophy in the APT.
That'd be
would
awesome.
That would be really good. So bring your entry. That'd be really good.
Mm-hmm.
How about speaking of trophies though? How about Sterling Cut glass trophies we've been putting out? I mean the little decanter you had last week, pretty fantastic.
This is
those were sweet.
This is a little Paulie Schmitz here, little Iowa shout out.
Very nice.
Really good. Really, really good. So I was actually on the call today. I was showing the North American Championship trophy off to a couple of our chapter owners, and they were digging it. It was it certainly will step up the game from last year. So not that last year's were bad. But you always got to innovate, right?
Keep raising the bar, baby. Keep raising the bar.
Speaking of elevating and separating, Jody, Chris tells me we got to take a break and talk about 2 under.
I love it. Perfect segue.
Two under. Quality fabrics, no roll waistband, Joey pouch, elevate and separate, no chafing. What more could you ask for?
Elevate and separate, Jody. It's life changing.
No doubt. I'm living, breathing example of it. Been rocking the last couple of days. Played Black Creek today and Sweetens Cove yesterday, and we got right up to 80 degrees both days. So it's that time of year where I'm loving premium fabrics in my
Hey, all I have to say, Felix, is I met 2 under about the same time that I met Fegley, and don't ask me on the live which one's been more valuable.
That's funny.
Elevated separate, baby.
I don't think say it out loud. Everybody knows.
I love you, Fegley, but I had to say it. So, oh goodness. But yeah, I'm just gonna shut up now.
It's all good, man. It's we all know our places. We all have the guy. Like I said, I take all the grief. Just when I do actually maybe get a one-liner every once in a while, just graciously accept it.
There you go. Hey, at least you're getting beat by quality fabric and a no roll waistband and the Joey pouch.
with an excellent Folds of Honor line that supports a fantastic charity that we also support with the APT.
Definitely, which is another reason to come to Memorial Day at the beach.
Absolutely.
Just saying. Somewhere Jack Curry is smiling right now.
Jack Curry's always smiling. He and Felix can be the poster children for waking up on the sunshine in every single day.
Yep, absolutely.
Right. Well, I'm looking at the notes here, and Chris wrote down the struggle with member kits.
It's real.
The struggle is real. I'm not sure what the struggle is. I mean, Allie's done yelling at me. Her and her grandma have packed, 3,500 member kits to date. They're all been shipped. They're all here.
East Tennessee East. I have yours in my truck. So I will be en route and have them at Woodlake for everyone.
So,
and that's I did confirm with Phil in SoCal. He has received them, so we will have them at our event on Saturday. So Felix, you and AJ, who are coming from down north, I'll be sure to get you guys checked off the list.
All right.
Cool. Member kit's good. Feedback's been good. Everybody seems to like it. Little custom leather valuables pouch from our friends at Pins and Aces. Some stuff from PAC Golf. It's funny. I got a duty bill from he shipped it so we get it on time. He shipped it instead of shipping it to his place in Oregon and then shipped it to me. He shipped it directly to the house. So I got this nice duty tax bill today. So I texted him and he's like, "Oh no, that's ours. That's ours." And so he's like, feels really bad. I'm like, man, everything's been great. Really high quality products. We're really excited about. Once again, there is a Global Golf certificate that is in there. We will let you know when it is ready to activate. So please do not try to activate it yet. We will communicate when it is. We want to get the cards in there. They came on board late. They're setting up a special site for us, giving us a ton of free stuff, which is great. But we will let you know when that's activated and ready to go.
Outstanding. I'm laughing at Chris's comments in the chat. Could have waited till August.
Yeah, no, it would have been bad. So, but how about Global Golf? That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, hopefully everybody that has received their member kits have dug down into the bottom of the pouch and made sure they got everything out of there. And would love to start getting some emails or feedback from people and letting us know what they've been using their discount for.
Definitely. Well, as soon as the discount is ready, we will send it out. So nobody's using it for anything yet, Jody. It's not ready.
Look at me, always shooting the gun a little too early.
Shooting the gun a little bit too early. It's all good, though. It's all good. So keep the member kits. Keep everybody happy. Use the valuables pouch. Not to be confused with the Joey pouch. They're both good, just different. You know what I mean? So we like pouches on the APT.
That's right.
But don't worry if you're thinking like, oh, I'll wait till next year to join to get the member kit. It'll be different next year, I promise. It won't be the same thing. And the member kit next year won't be a gift certificate to buy last year's member kit items. Promise you that. So, but you didn't even laugh at that, Jody. That was my joke for the day.
Well, I'm trying to be nice. You told me this morning that I could not do something rude and nasty, so I'm trying to be nice, particularly on social media.
There you go. I'm super proud of you.
I take instruction.
I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm not used to having people that are teachable in that realm of the world. So I will say we've got a couple new items coming to the pro shop. This is a good little sample item from a company called Nelson Hill. They're out of Kansas City. Handmade leather goods. We've got scorecard holders. We've got yardage book covers. We've got yardage book journals in there. Really, really good product. The APT logo, everything's nice and embossed. Looks really good. So be looking for that in the store. Really, really high quality stuff, all handmade. So we're excited for that. That came yesterday. What else we got to talk about tonight, Jody?
I don't know. I probably should have pulled up Chris's email. So another example of me not following the rules and reading the notes out to everybody.
Nothing left on the itinerary, buddy. We've skipped through it all.
Excellent. Good. I'm glad I was able to at least add whatever we needed there.
Yeah, you did. You did fine. You asked all the right questions. You did a good job. You are teachable today. You get a gold star.
Awesome.
So if we gave participation trophies, you would certainly get one.
Hey, Mender, those scorecards, can you customize them as well, like name and stuff on them, or just as it is?
I will have to ask to see if we can do that. We may be able to do something like that. So I'd have to probably ship it back to Kansas City to get it done, but he may do something like that. We can talk.
We'll get our little leather punch set. Be net.
Yeah. You don't want me and Jody to punch your name. You might get something a little different than what you ordered.
Put a little metal cattle prod on it.
Well, I'm certainly not going to try to spell any of the St. Louis members' names.
Hobby Bovich.
Right? Yeah.
So,
there's too many moving parts and not enough vowels there for me.
You're not wrong. There's a reason why Chris is the starter and not me.
Right. So, I did get a message from one of our chapter owners who sent me just a text message with an image of a scorecard and with a question like, "Is this the highest record for the highest score ever?" And I didn't even care. I didn't even look to see whose card it was. I was just proud to see somebody scoring higher numbers than me on their scorecard. So, my 13 or 11 or whatever it is I've got, it's been beat. So, I can take that off of the list now.
Yeah, there's certainly something to be said by making, the 13 that you made was pretty priceless. There was no 2-stroke penalty for club throwing. So I'll tell the story. Can I tell the story about your 13? Let's see if I can recount this.
Hey, but here's the one thing though. When you get through recounting it, I want you to make sure that you tell everybody what the time frame was, how long it took me to play the hole to make that 13.
Yeah, I mean, we were still clearly we stopped at the halfway house after 10 green. We were on number 10. And we were still waiting on the tee on number 11. I'm just letting you know, pace of play was not an issue, guys. And so we're on the 10th hole at Tennessee Grasslands, which is part of the North American Championship rotation, Felix, if you want to know. Fantastic golf course. Really, really good. You should not make a 13 there. That's kind of hard to do, but Jody made it look pretty easy.
I'm triple bogey. I'm good.
So we're testing a new golf ball. So Jay Delsing's involved in a company with golf balls, and he's wanted us to test it to talk about potentially being a sponsor. So Jody pulls the first one out of the sleeve and proceeds to just smoke it into a house 80 yards left of the fairway. I mean, just it cranked the house not once, it hit it twice on the way down. And I'm sitting there, I've texted Delsing, and he's like, "Hey, you trying the golf ball yet? How is it?" And I'm like, "Well, Jody's just getting ready to hit it on the tee." He goes, "Oh, how does he like it?" And I was like, "Well, the spin numbers were really good. I mean, he just smoked a house." And he responds, he goes, "Well, I didn't promise that it went straight." So then he gets up, he gets his pro one back.
It went straight. It just went straight left.
Yeah, it was not a fairway finder. So probably not going to play that golf ball again. No, I'm just kidding. So then he grabs his Pro V1 and proceeds to hit about 80 yards right into the right side of the fairway on the next hole.
No OB the second time.
No OB the second time. I mean, it could have been OB on the other side of the fairway that was adjacent to the hole we were playing. So then he hits it up like nobody sees him. He just takes off, and we're like, did he get lost? Did he have a heart attack down there? Do I need to go rescue him? Did he get eaten by a stray bear? I mean, he's so far off the fairway. And it's down a hill. We can't see him. And all of a sudden, we see the ball come up, and he smokes it over the green into the hay. So he's laying, 4 there? So, so 2, 3 off tee, 4 in the hay, drop 5. He's chipping 6 from behind the green. So there's still no reason why he shouldn't make a 13. So he proceeds to fat one, short of the green, fat another one. Then he sculls it into the bunker. To which case, he's still back there, so he doesn't know that he sculled it into the bunker. So he tosses the wedge. He's just walking up to the green with the putter. And I forget who's in our group goes, "Hey, man, you're probably going to need to go back and get that wedge." And he's like, "Nope." Puts it out of the bunker sideways, and then puts it up on the green, and then 3 putts to make 13. It was stellar. And then proceeds to par the next hole.
But you had a putt for birdie. I did make sure that I lagged it right behind your ball so that you could see the line.
Yeah, and it still didn't go in.
But that's a true friend right there.
Sure.
I 12 into a 13 just for you.
I just want to let you know we were playing Vegas against Russ Donaldson and Russell Cook, and that hole cost us $13 when we did not get flipped. And it still cost us $13.
But what did we win in the end?
We did win in the end, so I was proud of you for that. But Russell's sitting there trying to add it up. He goes, "How do I add up a 10? Like, it's supposed to be like 49." And I'm like, you just add 4 more. That's all it is. Like, it's not a 413. It's just like what 49 would be, and then just add 3 more or 4 more.
It was
So it'd
good.
be like a 53, I think. So
But it
I
was
don't know.
quick.
You almost broke the Vegas game.
It was done quickly, efficiently, with no violent club throwing or curse words.
It's true. That's like being Miss Congeniality
It was awesome.
at the prom. It was great.
And then I almost birdie on the very next hole of the par 3. Rolled it right over the edge of the hole.
It was pretty good. It was really fun taking Russell Cook's money. I did enjoy it thoroughly. So it was a good time. We had a good time. Tennessee Grassland's going to be really good. If you didn't get a chance to play it on the Nashville schedule, it's going to be a really good part of the rotation. One of the few that I hadn't played yet in the North American rotation, and it is no slouch. I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction with the exception of number 2. The golf in Nashville is every bit as good as Pinehurst from a golf course perspective.
It'll be very competitive and very fair. Golf courses are going to be in great shape. The only thing that it's going to be missing is name recognition, but it's going to make up for that with some really high quality golf.
Some good old music.
Absolutely.
We're gonna have some fun. It's gonna be a different experience in Pinehurst. Don't think if you loved Pinehurst, just wait for Nashville. It's gonna be good.
We'll probably have more players there than some other folks that have been events there recently.
So are we doing APT cowboy hats, APT logo on front?
The trophies are going to be a little bit larger too.
Well, I mean, if you put them in your side mirror of your car, that may have been a little bit closer, maybe closer than they appear.
It's true. I'm not sure why Joe's asking about caddies. Caddies for what, Joe?
No caddies in Nashville.
Oh,
The courses we play will not have caddies available.
right. I mean, you can bring your own caddy if you want to.
Correct.
But yeah, it's not like Las Vegas where they've got the platinum caddies or anything like that. You just gotta bring a friend and have them carry your bag for them. So, or you can beat somebody in a bet and make them carry your bag or whatever you want to do. Brian's got a good question. We do not have the possibility of getting more spots for Memorial Day at True Blue in Caledonia. That one's sold out. If you're wanting to play a great major around that time of year, Stream Song. Number 6 golf resort in the world. Take advantage of that opportunity. That is a stupid good deal. To be honest, Jody, I can't even believe that they agreed to it when we countered. We already had another major plan, and they came back late. And Jody's like, "Well, what price do you think it makes sense?" And they agreed to it. I was like, "Oh, this is awesome! You will not get a deal like this. This is an incredibly good deal. This is probably one of the best pieces of negotiation ever done by Jody, and he's an attorney. So take advantage of it. It's a great price to be down there. It's going to be a great package. You'll have a great time.
I negotiate golf course contracts a heck of a lot better than I play par 4s.
You are not wrong.
Not wrong at all. How many more spots left?
For Stream Song, we got about 40, somewhere in that range. But I'm telling you, Felix, it's a bucket list.
I'm looking at the schedule right now.
I mean,
this is what I got working with.
The calendar.
Can you send me a copy of that? So for my records,
I can.
Goodness. So I'm not sure what Matt says about, or Cybert is saying about I have connections in the chat. I have no idea what you're talking about, but we'll work on it. Don's making fun of you pretty good, Jody. That's not very nice.
As long as he keeps bringing me breakfast burritos, he can say whatever he wants.
True. So, well, we got a minute left. Does anybody have any questions? Questions in the chat.
Anyone? Bueller?
Okay. Final thought. PGA Championship next month. We're going to be down there on Sunday. As part of the Raider retreat, Jody. We'll go around the horn. PGA Championship. Who you got?
Man, look, I picked him for the Masters, even though he's new to Augusta. You can't go against the hottest guy on the planet right now. Scheffler's on fire. I have no reason not to pick him in the U.S. Open or the PGA Championship.
Fair. Take the obvious one. Fegley. Okay.
Wow. JT.
Fair.
I think it was between him or some name that we haven't seen in a while, which is Mr. Xander. So, but I think JT will play well. He always plays well. I mean, that's kind of the but he hadn't won in a while, so maybe Oklahoma is his thing.
Felix, who you got?
I was gonna say Scheffler too. When you're playing lights out like that, it's hard to break that streak. I mean, one good score and then falling off is done. But when you have a good streak like that, it's going to run for a while.
So I'll go off of the obvious guy, the one player on the planet. If I had to pick somebody else, again, the way he's been playing and been in every event with a chance to win here recently, Shane Lowry's having a heck of a season.
It's fair. You know what? I'm gonna go off of it, and I'm gonna say Spieth. Just for the simple fact that he just said, I won a tournament without my putter.
If that ball goes in the sand, he's pulling it off from the sand all day long.
It's ridiculous. If he's winning tournaments without his putter, just imagine when his putter shows up, and Oklahoma's not far from Dallas. That's all I'm saying. So Chris is saying we got to go. Last question goes to Mr. Hohenschelt, payout at Paynes Valley, $8,640, plus some fun side games and something yet to be announced at the 19th hole. So stay tuned for that. Next week, we will in-depth go through the Senior North American Championship course rotation. Stay tuned for that. Bandon Dunes invitations have been sent out to the winners of OCN. They're going to get sent out to the National Player of the Year and major champions in the next week. May 1st, Bandon Dunes opens to APT members. So stay tuned for that. We'll send out some more information. Hope you all have a good night, and we'll let Global Golf sign us off.
Good night, fellas.
Golf should be F-U and fun, but without you, it's just FN. So if you're tired of so many effing choices and missing all the best effing deals, let Global Golf put you back in fun. With you trade in, you select, and you try, send in your current clubs for top dollar, find the perfect gear for your game, and test it on a real course. Nothing could be more convenient and fun. So stop effing around. Let Global Golf put you back in fun.